What's going on, everybody? I'm Wade Elliott, R&B pop singer, songwriter, and rapper, coming at you with another video. And today I'm so excited about this video because we're going to talk about the one thing that a lot of us don't have, and that is time management. A lot of you may say you have it, a lot of you say you don't have it. Well, I hear a lot of you saying, I don't have the time. I just don't have the time to do this and that. You know, yeah, it would be nice, but I just don't have the time. You just don't have the time. There's a difference if you don't have the money. Now, we do have a lot of the time. It's just that we live in a day and age that we're just so distracted by so many things so easily, you know, with us having our phones in our hand and in our pockets and being able to get in touch with anybody right then and there like that, and just exposed to all this information all at once daily, like so fast. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to break down how we can manage our time a little better. So first off, what I did to kind of help me manage my time a little better is that I stopped following people that distracted me. So let's say I have a crush, or there's this really hot model or something like that, and every time I scroll and I see her or his photo, I would stop and then go through all their stuff and see what they're doing, or if they have a video they posted or something like that. Something that distracts you online. Maybe it's a model, or maybe it's a actress, or what have you. Something that, you know, kind of pulls your attention away, which a lot of us do when we're just scrolling through mindlessly, and then we fall into that rabbit hole of social media, and then before we know it, we look up. Louis, stop it. Stop it. Sorry. Before we know it, we look up and it's been a half an hour to an hour of us just scrolling through Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, whatever have you. I went through my followers on Instagram and I unfollowed like the whole Walking Dead cast, and like I was following them. I was following a couple of singers. I was following a couple bands, just stuff that distracted me that I didn't need. I didn't need that distraction. If I really, truly want to know what's going on with them, I will go search and see what's going on. And that's how you should do it. If it distracts you from what you're trying to do for the rest of the day, or something you're trying to build towards, just unfollow something that's going to stop you from being distracted. So that's one thing I did. You good now? All right. So the second thing that I did to manage my time was, of course, wear a watch, because of course these things, even if it's a smartwatch or just a regular watch, you don't need a smartwatch. The smartwatch is just a gift to me, so I use it frequently, and of course it goes to my phone. It's an Apple Watch going with my iPhone, so I do that, and it helps me. Just having track of time all the time helps a lot. It's something very small. It can be a Mickey Mouse watch, just something that tracks time, so you always know what time it is, and you know how to manage your time, because it's going to come into play with the next thing I'm going to break down to you. So next thing I did is I use notebooks to manage my time. So for instance, this Thor Moleskine, I don't think it's a moleskin, it's a notebook. It looks like a moleskin. So this one, most of the time, I'll plan out my entire day from start to finish, from waking up to going to bed. I'll write down exactly what I'm doing. So for instance, one of the days I woke up, like I try to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning every day, and I have to be at work at 6. So that gives me about an hour and a half time for me to do whatever it is I want in the morning, whether it's reading, whether it's working on music, whether it's cleaning out the dishwasher, or cleaning out getting laundry together and all that. Just something time to kind of break it up, instead of just getting up and going straight to work, or just getting up, showering, and going straight to work. Just something that you have control over your day and your life. So like, what was the page? So like I wrote down here, wake up 4 o'clock, between 4 o'clock and 4:10. I'm either waking up between those times, or I'm up trying to wake up between those times. And then coffee, coffee 4:10 to 4:30. That's coffee and taking Louis out. taking the dog out. That's giving me like 20 minutes. So I already know, like in 20 minutes, and you ever watch it kind of clock, you kind of see if you're still following your schedule. And then of course, drive to work 5:30, work between 6 to 2. So that's, you're at work that day. And then after work, of course, you're driving home. Then you're basically going straight into it. I gotta take the dog out. And then once I do all these things, have it written down, then it's like, now I'm gonna work on music for an hour from 5 o'clock to 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock I'm gonna start dinner. That's between 6 and 6:30, and then if you just break it down, I find it very easy to see what your day looks like, and you have a purpose of what you're doing. So already you're planning out, and then after work or whatever, you get into like the meat and potatoes of your day and stuff you really want to do. You can time it. So when you're looking at it, for me, I like to write it down. So when you're looking at it, you already have it written down. It's already in your head that you already have it written down, and you know that you're trying to do it that day. So right then and there, you're gonna have a sense of purpose. You have a sense of urgency. So it's okay. So I need to not be on Facebook and watching these dog videos, or watching this awesome DJ do this awesome mix. It's like, no, I have my own stuff I need to do. You have your own stuff you need to do. So if you like I said, I like to write it down. Some folks like to use their phone, like Google Calendar. Some people like to do it that way. I think it's faster if I write it down. Yeah, it's a couple of things I gotta carry, but it works for me. So yeah. And these other notebooks, if you're wondering, I write this down. This sometimes has ideas that I write besides I'll write out my schedule. Sometimes I don't write out my whole schedule. That day recently I haven't been. I just started 2 days ago to kind of get myself focused and pushing again, because I think a couple of days I was kind of lagging behind, which we all do. We're not machines, we're human beings. Excuse me. So I wrote down things that I need to do, and ideas for I can, again, have a purpose on where I'm going. This notebook, I have plenty of notebooks for every notebook has a purpose. This one's for like my class and my studies, so I have all my stuff in here. There's also some ideas as well. This one right here, this is my planner. Actually, this helps me stay on task. I recommend it to anybody. It's called a productivity planner, and it's not like any planner that you've ever encountered, not like in school or anything like that. Like, it tells you how to use it. It's one planner that tells you how to use it, and it basically has you break down things in focus blocks. So for instance, this is 25 minutes. You're focusing strictly on that thing, strictly on that task for 25 minutes, no interruptions, and then you take a 5-minute break away from everything. As far as a screen, if you're working with the screen, so like you go get coffee, or you go get a water, or you do some laundry. And so like that's at least what I do. I'll write a beat. I'll be focused on a beat for 25 minutes, constantly, no interruptions. And then the timer goes off. I go 5 minutes. I go switch the laundry over. I'll make a cup of coffee. I'll play with Louie 5 minutes, because you'll notice that 5 minutes goes by very, very slow. You'll notice that as you do this, and then some days are really fast. And then you just jump back in with going another 25 minutes right then and there. You're there. You just spent 50 minutes on one task with 10-minute break right there, 5 and 5, and then you'd be surprised how much you get done. And then this one, of course, this is my ideas in my lyric book that I keep with me. So yeah. Now some of you may have kids, wife, or things that you have to do, something you can't really neglect, and that's okay. When you schedule stuff like this, you're scheduling things that are important, not just things that you want to do. There's things that are necessary. So if if music is your passion, like mine, you're gonna make time for things that you want to make time for. We say we don't have time. Again, beginning of this video, we say we don't have time. We do have time. We just have to realize where we're spending our time at. So if we're like, again, on YouTube or on Facebook looking at stuff that doesn't really matter, you have time. You don't need to look at cat videos, or you don't need to look at I don't know, just stuff that you know it doesn't have a purpose for what you're trying to do with your life. You can actually, notice it yourself after this video. You'll probably realize that you are wasting your time on the littlest things that add up to the most amount of time wasted. So, like I said, if you have kids, you're gonna make time. So if you're gonna spend time, your kids are really not gonna understand because, of course, they're kids. But if you and your spouse or partner, you can work something out. Like, hey, I need an hour between here and here of no interruptions. Please, I'll do this. Kind of compromise if you can. It's a thing. I'm sure he or she will, of course, understand. And of course, make time for them. Put them down. Like, hey, schedule a movie night. I know this says no days off, but don't let it lie to you. I do take days off, for sure. I'm starting to do like Sundays. I'm trying to do family time and just stay away, get out of the office and just spend time with family, or go do something, go take a walk, get a little more proactive than be behind a screen and all that stuff. So yeah. So if you have any questions, or if you have experienced this at all, if you're doing this right now, you're managing your time well. If you're not, let me know in the comments below. If you want to hit me up, you can always reach me on Instagram, which of course my link will be down at the bottom there. But if you're on your phone right now, you can just reach me at I am Wade Elliott. Of course, you can go see my website at iamwadeelliott.com, and yeah, that's about it. Always, of course, make sure you subscribe, like, and ring the bell for more videos like this. And of course, if you have an idea of a video that you'd like me to do, of course, leave it down in the comments below. Maybe Louis will be in the next one. Sometimes he just likes to be kind of annoying and seeking attention, so then I have to grab him and cover him with love in front of you, in front of all of you. So yeah, if this video helped as well, let me know in the comments. So I'm Wade Elliott, thank y'all so much, and I'll see y'all in the next video.